Hey guys, happy Thursday. All right, we are going to change it up again. Unit 8 is crazy, it jumps everywhere. Now we are going to jump into area and perimeter. Okay, one of those is one dimension, meaning that it is just a length. It's one dimension. It's not two-dimensional where it's a length by a length. It's not three-dimensional where you can actually pick it up. It's pretty important to know the difference between one dimension, two dimensions, and three dimensions. Luckily for all my gamers out there, you guys know what 3D is, right? I remember back in my day, they came out with Nintendo 64, and it was like this one of the first 3D consoles where everything looked so real. Okay, now so that was always easy because even the symbol, the N64 symbol, was three-dimensional. Okay, so that's 3D. We're not working on 3D today. We're working on two-dimensional, which is an area by an area, and we're working on one dimension. So the area by an area is area, right? So looking right here on the screen, area is boom by boom, okay? All this inside would be the area inside. The way I like to think about area is like an area rug, okay? The entire rug is the area. Now, how do you find area? By multiplying, right? You multiply however long it is by however wide it is, okay? And it doesn't matter if you think this is length and this is width, because if you're wrong, you could always rotate it. So don't get so caught up on, oh my gosh, which one's the length and which one's the width. Just know that, like the way I always tell students is the ones across from each other are always like twins, right? They are they're always going to, whether it's rectangle or square, it's always going to be the exact same length. But the ones that are like diagonal from each other, those are not twins unless it's a square. And in this one, it is a square. So you still multiply this by this to get area. So in my example problems, to find the area, you would take a third and multiply by a third, and a third times a third. When you multiply fractions, you have to find common denominator. No, you just multiply numerators. 1 times 1 is 1. Multiply denominators. 3 times 3 is 9, and that's a ninth. Now, it's not a ninth centimeter. It's a ninth centimeter squared, or squared centimeters, and the reason for it is because it's two-dimensional, okay? It's two-dimensional, so that's why area is always squared. It's just because it's not like you have to square a ninth. You just have to say that it's not just a centimeter, it's a cube, or not a cube, I'm sorry. It's like a square centimeter, right? And there's a ninth of a square centimeter. What about perimeter? Well, perimeter is like, I always tell students, like if you're building a sandbox, the outside is the perimeter, right? So you have to go to the store and buy that much of the lumber that you're going to use, or whatever you're going to use. Or if you were to make this with this box with sticks, you have to get this stick and this stick and this stick and this stick. Or if you're building the sandbox with lumber, you have to buy this piece and this piece and this piece and this piece. You can cut them. So maybe that's just one big piece that you cut. But you're going to go to the store and you're going to ask for just basically one measurement. I need this much of a piece of lumber. Can you help me out? So it's just one dimension because it's just one huge measurement. So the way that you figure out perimeter is you literally will add all of the sides together. Now, we only have 2 side lengths. However, because it is a square, we know that whatever this piece is, the one across from it's that same. And then whatever the top piece is, the one on the bottom of it is the same. So we're adding all those together. We got 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3. Do not add denominators, right? You have 4/3, and 4/3 is equal to, well, it takes 3/3 for a whole. So if you have 4 of them, you have 1 whole there, and there's still a 1/3 left. Okay, so perimeter, add them all, and I put find the perimeter of the area. I don't know why I wrote that. I have no idea. It just find the perimeter of the figure, but it's important to figure out a way to remember the difference between perimeter is the outside, right? You just add them all together, and then area is you multiply the two sides to find how much area is on the inside. All right, let's go to this last question. What is the measurement of, let me move this guy. All right, what is the measurement of the missing side? So we know how to find area, right? You multiply this by this. So I wrote that down here. 1/3 times something is equal to 4. It's equal to 4 feet squared, but that doesn't really matter. All we know is that's a nasty problem. So what do I tell you when it's a nasty problem? Make it not nasty, right? Let's pretend the inside is 10. Why 10? I don't know, it's an easy number. Let's pretend like we still wouldn't know this side. And then give me an easy number that goes with 10. 2, what's that? 2 times something equals 10. So if this was 2 and this was 10, what would this side be? 5. So how do you go from 10 to 2 to 5? Well, you take the outside number, the area, and you divide it by the inside. If it works with the easy numbers, it'll work with these nasty numbers. So 4, and the division sign takes me a long time, but I will get it. Symbol division. 4 divided by 1/3 is equal to something. Okay? Just work on it over here. Well, I'm hungry for some KCF, right? You keep the 4 the same. 4 is 4/1. We're keeping it the same, and we're going to multiply it by not 1/3, but 3/1. It should tell us what that missing side is. So what is 4/1? It's 4. What's 3/1? It's 3. What's 4 times 3? 12. So that missing side is 12 feet, and that's my answer there. Okay? So that's how you find the missing side. That's how you find area. That's how you find perimeter. Your questions look just like the questions that I just completed. A little different. And oh my goodness, what is it? Oh, did you hear about that scarecrow? The one that won the award. Did you hear about him? He was outstanding in the field. In his field. He was outstanding in his field. All right, try it. Work on your questions and then check your answers. All righty? All righty. Good luck.